Hey, kids, how would you like to hear this on the screen instead of the great show you came to see?
Move in an orderly fashion.
Please cooperate and do your part in keeping this theater quiet so everyone, including you, can enjoy it.
So what's this movie about, man?
Oh, it's about all kinds of things, man. It's like a bunch of crazy movies, man, they put together. It's like The Incredible Shrinking Man versus the 50-Foot Woman, and then try to get it on.
No, man! Remember all those movies about brains? That's what it's about! Brains!
Don't listen to them. Come on, I'm the one plugged in. Let me tell you what it is. It's youth, it's fun, it's everything you, the audience, is about. And there's dirty parts, too.
This movie is about movies that have scary monsters in them. And the monsters come and they smash you. And they get you like that. And then a great big alligator comes and gets you right by the throat in this movie like that. And you can't get away. Ah!
I want my money back.
It Came from Hollywood is a 1982 compilation movie starring Gilda Radner, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, Cheech Chong, and Tommy Chong.
Can I have some Jordan almonds, please?
That's really cool, man. It goes on the clock and goes like that.
And some M&Ms.
Okay, let's go, man. Come on.
And some chocolate peanuts.
Oh, man, your teeth are gonna fall out, man.
And a crispy bar.
Oh, shit, man, I don't want to miss anything, man. I've only seen this picture 19 times, man.
And
That's cool where the giant spider chases it, man.
Clark Treat.
It must have been a real cheap movie, man. You know what they used for a spider? Man, had a hairbow with little pipe cleaner sticking out for legs.
And some package of jujubes.
Yeah, man, you shouldn't have smoked that last joint, man.
And some chocolate raisins.
I chose this movie to review first on our channel because it was one of the first features to begin my already formulating love of B-movies.
It's just 3 words.
I didn't ask for a word count. Give me the message.
You won't believe it. We've checked and double-checked. It keeps coming up the same thing. Colonel, the message is, Mars needs women.
I think it's safe to say that there were a couple things before that helped start me off on my love of bad movies, and those couple things belong to this lady.
Boy, that has got to be one of them times when a person just knows he said the wrong thing the minute the words came out of his mouth.
Written by Dana Olson, who also wrote The Burbs, Memoirs of an Invisible Man, and other films better left unspoken here. This feature film is hosted by those comedy legends as they introduce and comment on many of the strangest films ever produced, like The Horror of Party Beach, Robot Monster, and of course,
the incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed-up zombies. The world's first monster musical.
Black Belt Jones. Get ready for the punchingest, kickingest, choppingest dude on earth. Right on.
A beautiful, innocent girl on her honeymoon. Her passionate dreams of perfect romance turned into a living nightmare.
One can argue that this film has been an inspiration for Mystery Science Theater, which would debut 6 years later on UHF. However, people have been making fun of bad movies since the beginning of putting pictures on screen, so really it's just what society's been doing all along.
On Earth, we throw a dog a bone. We don't turn him into bones.
Oh, now Michael Jackson will want him.
He's gonna eat it, man. It's a screen history, man. First time a guy's been eaten by a pussy, man. Surprise!
It Came from Hollywood starts with a barrage of quickly edited clips from the featured movies and short introductions of our comedy hosts, and then moves on to the bulk of the film where each of the comedians present the different genres of bad cinema.
You looking for excitement?
Why not? I'm a citizen. Must be tough being a 35-year-old freshman.
Directed by Malcolm Leo and Andrew Salt, the film is split between different genres of film, including aliens, musical memories, troubled teenagers, the brain, monsters, and more. All in all, there's about 100 films compiled into the 80-minute production. If you are already familiar with the hosts of the film from their SNL and movie work, then you could probably guess correctly that they are hilarious, and their delivery of commentary over the film and the skits in between the sections are practically perfect.
I put this in myself. Oh, everything seems to be... The guy in the green jacket in the back row! Get on his ass there! Oh, that's disgusting. Get him out! Leave the two girls. They're fine.
From Gilda Radner panicking during the emergency radio announcement of a gorilla on the loose.
We repeat, it is extremely important that you keep all windows closed. It's also advised that you immediately extinguish all indoor light sources. As long as your windows are closed, your lights are out, and the house is quiet, you have no reason to worry, unless you hear this noise.
To Cheech and Chong's misadventures in a movie theater where they are watching the movies presented in the film.
Hey, somebody just barfed on that seat, man. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you about it. Oh, there's milk duds. Hurry up.
Excuse me. Somebody just barfed on that seat.
Oh no, he was just kidding. There's nobody barfed on that seat. Wait a minute, come on back.
To a heartwarming recreation of Ed Wood's revealing scene from Glenn or Glenda.
Climb on. Maybe we can work it out together.
Those host segments weave the patchwork of movie clips together. I'm not sure if they wrote any of their own dialogue. Gilda's little girl character is very much like one of her own characters from Saturday Night Live.
He had on a rubber suit and he had oatmeal stuck all over his face. And he would sneak up on people and grab them. And I'd get so scared I'd scream, ah, ah, and I'd throw all my popcorn up into the air. And I'd drop all my candy on the floor.
Cheech and Chong are about what you'd imagine Cheech and Chong would be like, especially during the section about early drug-themed movies.
Stabbing me. This torture. This torment.
Well, talk about going over the top, man. This guy should be arrested for overacting.
And Dan Aykroyd is Dan Aykroyd.
A brain, eek a brain.
John Candy is probably the least in any kind of character throughout the film.
As a matter of fact, I'd like to present a salute to Ed Wood, a true master of the B-movies. Well, D-movies. You judge for yourself.
If I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be Gilda Radner and Cheech and Chong's skits.
This is the really scare your face off tree monster. He's really icky and he's got bird nests in his head.
The later scenes could have been pulled from one of their own films or albums, really. At one point, they even drive off in their Nice Dreams ice cream truck from their 1981 film. The film clips themselves are just magical. As a little kid seeing this for the first time, it was like opening a secret door into another world. Some of the films I was already familiar with because of Elvira or having seen at some point on television, like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, The Deadly Mantis, or The Thing with Two Heads.
I can feel my hand. I think I'm moving it. I think I'm lifting my left arm. I am lifting it. I know I am.
Max, we had to make a last-minute decision. We had no choice.
Is this some kind of a joke?
But it was my introduction to the films of Ed Wood, like Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Now here's an actor who really knows how to use a gun.
Is he dead? Yeah. He's messed up as bad as those two back there. Suppose that saucer or whatever it was had something to do with this?
Your guess as good as mine, Larry. One thing's sure. Inspector Clay's dead. Murdered. And somebody's responsible.
You're in charge now, Lieutenant.
Yeah, guess I am. Kelton? Yes, sir? You back up the car and down the radio. Tell the coroner he's got to make another trip out here.
As well as so many other so bad they're good greats. Like Mars Needs Women, Ape, and The Violent Years.
All black and whites. Come in here, get those black and whites in here, 10-4.
Look at him jump, just like Rabbit.
Yeah, look at him shoot, just like professional marksmen.
It ain't supposed to be this way.
One warning, though. There's a pretty long, cringy clip from a musical done entirely in blackface, but it's thankfully dismissed by Gilda Radner,
Can you believe it? And this, too, we owe to Hollywood.
basically reiterating that we are talking about the wrong side of Hollywood here. The film was a box office failure, making only about $2.5 million on a $5 million budget. Really, it probably would have done much better as a TV special, but then it would have had to censor itself a little bit more than they probably would have liked.
Of course, this chick went on to become Miss Uranus, 1964.
Turn around. We have done well, Nadia.
It's not that hard to find if you're looking for it, but sadly it hasn't been given the Blu-ray release that I think it deserves. Heck, I would have loved to hear a commentary track about how and why they chose the clips they included, but I'm nerdy like that. If you're a fan of vintage bad movies and would like to potentially discover even more that you may have missed, or looking for something fun for movie night, or just have in the background at a party, I can definitely recommend It Came From Hollywood. Thank you for joining me on this first Peepshow Menagerie movie review. Let me know if you liked it by clicking on the thumbs up button below, and leave us a comment on what some of your favorite bad movies were. Heck, maybe me and my co-producer Angie or one of our performers might end up reviewing one of them. Also, if you want to support all the crazy things we do on this channel, please join our new Patreon site where you can see lots of exclusive photos, videos, and all sorts of stuff we're working on. Oh, including a brand new movie, a full-length feature we just made called Best of Burlesque Land. Go to Patreon to check it out at patreon.com/peepshow. Stay tuned for more burlesque teas, boobies, and B-movies coming soon.
Thank you.